Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back in The Sims 4 with another speed build video. So of course, as you've seen via the thumbnail and the title of this video, I've made another treehouse. I really love making Sims tree houses, and I've only made, I think, 2 now, counting this one. I don't know why I've only made 2. I think I'm just crazy. I always talk about it and I always think about it. Like, I think about how I would plan it and how many different layouts I could make, but I never make them. I don't want to say never. I mean, I most just recently started making them since the ladder patch came in. I should be making them more frequently though. This one I'm really excited about because I feel like we got such a big house in such obviously a small area. So I was originally just going to do like this shape, as you can see. Well, we can't really see it right now, but the top with just like one rectangular room with a room on top of it. It was kind of going to be like a smaller house, but I ended up changing that, surprise. I wanted the tree to be cut out in the middle this time. It wasn't in the last treehouse video that I did, but I originally wanted to do that. So I'm really happy that I actually did it this time. I chose the right tree. It's all about choosing the right tree. And I believe strongly there's only really 2 Sims trees that you can use for tree houses in this game. I don't know. I haven't tried using them all though, but it's definitely difficult because you have to have one that doesn't have too many branches and not too ploofy and all that fun stuff. I mean, obviously you could if you want to size it up and work on it and all that stuff, but I'm just saying, just simple, quick and simple. So here you can see I added on a little bit of an extension. I have to say how much I love this house. It's so sweet. I love it. I don't even know what else to say about it. So I was trying to add on as much as I possibly could here. I think it really, it just adds because, you know, with the tree houses, you don't have that much space, and this one is just too. I was originally going to have the balcony, I guess you could say, go all the way around. However, I changed that. I wanted to add as much space as I possibly could, so I added on the back, as you can see, so there's no balcony in the back. Now I did this, I mean, mostly for moving around space. I mean, if you look at it, it would have been pretty skinny without that extra tile, so just having that was really nice. And then I wanted to put on these really nice windows, but at the same time I feel like they didn't fit. I couldn't find a door. I couldn't find a door that actually matched up with the height of these windows that I wanted to use anyway. So I figured I'd just scrap that. So I ended up going with the windows that actually have like black inside the trim, and I think that made it pop a little bit more. I think it looked a little bit better. Anywho, now we're kind of laying out the inside, which was fun. So we just, for downstairs, have a little kitchen area, a living room area, and a bathroom area. And then, of course, we have upstairs, which is going to be a bedroom area. Now, this, completely, like, non-treehouse like on the inside is what I was going with. I guess, I don't want to say modern, because it's probably not modern. I don't really know how to differentiate the types of styles. I think I just do, like, a mix of everything. But I did if you look at the other treehouse build I did, I definitely made it more like rustic, like I think it was wood on the inside too, and just like run down stuff, and like it just had like a little mini fridge, you know, and like a little crappy bed. So I kind of wanted to make this one like more like fancy, like very renovated, like it looks super awesome. So anyway, now I'm designing the kitchen. I think it turned out pretty cool because I decided to, you know, use some different colors than I typically do. I've been trying to do that a little bit more. Can't use the same dang colors as I always do. Anyway, just throwing in some extra detail. I wanted to do like some lights on the outside on the railing, but I was just like, you know what? No, just no. So I ended up like doing them on the inside upstairs. Even though they're not really lights, they're like the string lights. They're not classified as lights, I don't think. I think they're just decoration. But anyway, so as you can see, I have 2 ladders in the house, and I was going to keep them, but then I also was thinking like maybe I shouldn't, because I kind of like, do they really need 2 access points? I like the idea of it, but at the same time I was like, you know what, we should probably just do the living room access point so we have a little bit more room in the kitchen. I'd been thinking about this almost the entire time, that ever since I had put down the ladder, and ultimately I do decide to take it out of the kitchen. I really did like it, but it's just, I don't know, I was able to fit an extra chair. It just looked a little bit better. And I really like the little dining section right here. I think it looks so cute. I don't know, this little kitchen was just so good. I liked it a lot. And then I just throw the bathroom together like I usually do, nothing too fancy. No sink. I never ever put the sinks in anymore. I mean, I never really have the room. They're just always in the way, so I never put the sinks in. So, like, what sense does that make? But anyway, turned out really nice as usual, you know, because I use the classic bathroom model that I usually use. I either do like one like this, or I'll do a just completely like black and white one. It's usually just how it goes. But anyway, time to do the living room. I really wanted to do something different with the couches, because I was like, how am I going to do this? Because obviously I had the TV on the side over here. I was like, ooh, I could make myself like a little sectional. Love how it turned out. I really wish they would add sectionals in the game. Like, I just think that would be such a great addition. And I ultimately decided to move the TV upstairs, which I kind of didn't want to do, but at the same time it looked pretty weird with it in this room. I'm sure I could have laid it out differently and it would have looked okay, but I just like, you know what? Realistically, 1 to 2 Sims are gonna live here, and like they could just go upstairs with them and watch TV. If they're entertaining, they could just talk with the Sims, you know? So what am I doing now? I think I'm still working on the living room. I wanted to do some curtains, just trying to find ones that would actually look okay. And obviously those original ones didn't work out as well as I had hoped because they were too small. And then obviously just throw in some paintings and artwork and stuff so that it looks a little bit more lived in over here. I did work on this for a little bit, like the actual living space, because and I found this picture. I was like, where did this even come from? Like, I loved it because I knew of the butterfly variation, but I didn't know of like the beach variation and like all the other fun stuff. Sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I've just found a gem, and it's really exciting. So anyway, I wanted to put in all these end tables, and then at some point I'm like, this is way too many gosh dang end tables. Like, why do I need this many? So I do end up, you know, narrowing it down, even as well as the paintings. Obviously, I put a little, little plant on the wall instead over there. And then I obviously had to decorate the kitchen some more because I just loved it so much. And then I kept finding some things to throw outside, so I ended up doing that. I wanted to also put in this bookshelf. I thought it would be a great addition, you know, for something extra to do. Like if you're living in this treehouse and you're like, what am I going to do? And I'm just sitting here in the living room with no television. How about to read a book? So I wanted to do the bedroom. The bedroom was so cute. I love it. I love how it turned out. I love the colors. The colors are probably my favorite. Like if I had to pick a bedroom out of all the bedrooms I've made in The Sims, it's probably this one. It's just super cute. So you have the little TV, the little poof, the little seating area with some carpets, and obviously the bed. I really like it. I mean, I may have done, like, personally have done carpet instead of hardwood, but like also the hardwood's much better to use. It looks better. So this was just such a cute room. Very, I guess, simple, but I love it. I love the lights. It actually kind of looks like I would live here. Like, it's just my taste. And then I was just kind of going through some things and trying to find, you know, just things to throw in here and there. And I wanted to put in more plants, but then I was just like, I don't know what's going to fit. So I was just like, we'll move on. So obviously I just placed the trash can in the mailbox. Then I did a little bit of landscaping. I wanted to kind of make it have some tall trees there in the back and some shorter trees in the front. And of course we got to add in some rocks and maybe some plants. I don't know if I actually did like bushes or shrubs or anything. I just colored the terrain a little bit to make it look like it's a little bit worn. Guess I didn't add any shrubs. I wanted to throw in this birdhouse for a cute little decoration, and that plant box right there in the front is my start of my inspiration to do like a plant front area. It kind of got crazy, but I wanted to do an outdoor dining because why not, you know? And in turn, I ended up just decorating with all kinds of plants. I feel like this is going to be like another 20 minutes of just looking at us decorate with plants. I just wanted to utilize as much of this space because I wanted the table to look very surrounded. Like, I didn't want you to look at this or like be on the gallery, which by the way, this is available on the gallery to download under my ID, which is Ohcluck. I'll link that down below. But I wanted you to like look at it and not really notice the table right away, you know? I mean, it's fine if you were to do that, like if you look at it and you saw the table like, oh, that's cute. But like at the same time, it was like, I really want mine to blend in. And obviously, I gotta throw in myself a pond, right? Naturally. If I build something and it doesn't have a pond, I must be sick that day because I don't know, I just built so many ponds. But no, seriously, I have been cutting back on the ponds recently, but I love the ponds. I love making the ponds. They're so beautiful. Like, they just look so good. I don't know why. Anyway, well, I don't know why I have a problem with building ponds. I know why they're beautiful. But anyway, I really wanted to add the lily pads in. I think that's why I ultimately did it. And then here's where I finally threw in some shrubbery around the place, you know, make it look a little bit more grown in, I guess we could say. But anyway, I was just trying to fill in that corner for way too long, and I think, is that it? Yeah, so let's jump into the tour. Alright, you guys, here we are at the treehouse. We're just gonna walk over this pond. Look how cute. I love it. I wish they would add in like a water that has fish swimming in it. I think that would be really cute. But anyway, that's probably asking for too much. We have our little birdhouse there. And then we have that stuff there, the mailbox and trash bin and all the fun stuff. So we came up the ladder and this is what we see. So obviously we have this little plant area with seating and lots of plants. And then we have this plant over here. I think that's the only other random plant. But we can walk in through the kitchen because, you know, there's sliding doors over there. But we're going to walk in through the little living space over here. So let's go over here. So this is what you see when you walk in. I think it looks super cute and cozy. We got the cute little sectional that I made. I love it. I wish they would add sectionals though in the game. And then we have, you know, the bookshelf, the table, all of that fun stuff. And then into the bathroom we go. We have this usual, you know, it's a bathroom. And then one of my favorite kitchens. I just love it in here. It looks so good. This dining area is adorable. And then you have the view out the glass window, the glass sliding door. And I guess I probably should have put a picture or something on that wall, but I didn't. Now we can go upstairs via this ladder. And here we are with my favorite painting. There we go. So just the dresser, we got all the lights on the windows, we got the bed, we got the TV and the chair. Nothing too special. I actually realized we don't even have that much wall art, but hey, I don't even ever put things on my walls. But it looks really cool. It's a very simple build, but super exciting. That's it. Like, you know, it's super cool. I really like this build. And that is going to wrap it up for this treehouse build video. Be sure to check it out on the gallery if you are interested. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and I will see you next time.